Hi, I'm George Woodbury from College of the Sequoias in Visalia, California, and in this video, we're going to take a look at even and odd functions. A function f is considered to be an even function if f of negative x equals f of x for all x in the domain of the function. Meaning, if we substitute negative x, do we get the exact same formula back? We've seen that before. These are graphs that are symmetric to the y-axis. A function f is an odd function if when we substitute negative x into f, we get the opposite of the original function for all x in the domain. So the strategy here is to substitute negative x into function f and then to see whether you get the same or the opposite function as your output. If it's neither of those, then we say it's not even and it's not odd. First one, f of x equals x squared plus 8. So we're going to put in negative x. F of negative x will be negative x raised to the second power plus 8, which is just x squared plus 8. That is the same. That means that this is an even function. The next one, f of x equals x to the fifth power minus 7x cubed plus 11x. F of negative x equals negative x raised to the fifth power minus 7 times negative x to the third power plus 11 times negative x. Negative x to the fifth power, we've got a negative sign being used in a factor 5 times. Two negatives, one is left. This is going to be negative x to the fifth power. Here, negative 7 times negative x to the third power, we've got a negative being used as a factor 3 times, an odd number of times, so that result is negative. But the 7 was also negative, so this is going to be plus 7x cubed. The last term is minus 11x. And if you look at that, that's exactly the opposite of what we had. If you factor out a negative sign, it's x to the fifth minus 7x cubed plus 11x, which was the original function. So this is opposite, and this is an odd function. Looking at the first problem, all the exponents for x were even, and the function was even. Looking at part B, all the exponents were odd, right? 11x to the first. And the function was odd. That's interesting. Let's take a look at part C, where we've got a little of both. X squared plus 6x plus 10. Put in negative x. F of negative x equals the opposite of x raised to the second power plus 6 times negative x plus 10. And that's going to become x squared minus 6x plus 10. It's not the same as the original function, so it's not even. It's not the opposite either. The middle term is the opposite, but the other two are not. We would have to see something like negative x squared minus 6x minus 10, or the opposite of x squared plus 6x plus 10. And we don't have that either. So we just say that it's neither odd nor even. All right, in the next video, we're going to start working on techniques for graphing functions.